Hey guys, Trust Ted here and doing another review today. We're actually reviewing the Tesla CCS to Tesla adapter. So maybe you're scratching your head saying, what are you doing in Electrify America? Well, we're actually gonna try this adapter out. So without further ado, we'll get into it. One of the things that's really important about the CCS adapter is to make sure that your Tesla supports it. Okay, and so how do you do that? All right, so what you need to do is you go into your software menu and then you hit the software button. And then you want to go on this additional vehicle information, and then you can see there, I'll do a little zoom in, the third item is CCS adapter, and you can see it says enabled. So this vehicle is going to work with this adapter. My understanding is that anything made after 2020, October of 2020 is supported, but it's just a safe idea for you guys to go in and check it, and then you'll know if this adapter works.
I thought it would be helpful to show everybody the superchargers that are currently, this is just a snapshot of California, so the Bay Area is in the upper left corner and down towards Central California, and you can see the lower right hand corner, there's actually 82 Tesla supercharger locations in this area. And then when you look at the map and you add in the second image, which has not only the Tesla superchargers, but all the fast CCS DC chargers, you can see it actually jumps up to 246. So there's actually a lot more, as you can see, in this diagram, especially in the as you get to the western part of the state and even more in the south. So that's the reason why I think it's important to do a review, especially if folks are traveling in places where there's additional benefits like this.
So to start with, let me actually just open it up here. So there's the adapter. So you can see this is the CCS here where you plug into, and there's the Tesla adapter on the other side. So I'll plug in and then we'll see how we do in terms of kilowatt per hour. One other thing that I just want to point out is that we're at 41%, so about 125 miles left. So we should be able to get a pretty decent rate going when we plug in. All right, for those of you who know the convenience of using a supercharger, I actually have an Electrify America account, but it actually saw, if you saw on the screen there, it said, oh, the reader isn't working. So now I have to go into the app. Okay, so I finally got this thing to work. I want to give you guys some tips. Hopefully you can see that. It's charging at 101 kilowatt and it's at 41%. So, this is a max of 150. So you can see down there. And the one thing that is really confusing, if you ever end up getting one of these and using it, you see how there's like a number 1 and a 2 here? Well, those are not the actual numbers of the charger. The number of the charger is around the side here. Not on that side. Let's see. Oh yeah, right here. See where it says dispenser 2? That actually means number 2. So I actually kept saying, oh, I'm charging from number 1 because I saw the 1 there and that was the cable I was using. But that's incorrect. It kept saying couldn't start, blah, blah, blah. Excuse after excuse after excuse. Anyway, this is really cool. I mean, the good news is it does work. It isn't as easy to use as a supercharger, but we're getting some real good peak energy. Again, at a 103 kilowatt hour right now. So again, hopefully the glare isn't too bad. I know you see my reflection, but that's what we're doing. So with this, I'll finish up here and then we'll wrap it up. All right, so I'm just going to wrap up this review just so everybody's aware. I did get about a peak charge of 104 kilowatt hour. So again, the station's 150, but given where my battery was only at about 40-something%, sort of understand that. So the Tesla CCS adapter product, I give this a 5. It's really beefy. It feels good. I have one little ding about it, which I'll get to in a second. In terms of installation, well, it just fits, no problem there, so I give it a 5 as well. In terms of functionality, yeah, it does what it says. Obviously, I'm not going to ding the product because the way that this account works and the reader wasn't working here and so on. But this is like a little pin here, and you can see how it sort of slides in and out. And that is, I mean, it's thick, but I could see that if you don't, you know, store it safely, it could break. So I'm going to give a 4 on that. I feel like this pin could be thicker. And then in terms of the price, you have to get this overseas. It's about $300. There's a few different places or more. So that is a lot. And I really wish Tesla would just offer this for folks in the US. So I'm going to give it a 3. Obviously, if you really need it, it's important. Actually, probably a 4, because if you really need it, you know, what else are you going to do? And it is great that it's from Tesla, because, you know, you want to use those kind of things. So total score there, 18. So overall, if you want to supercharge at other stations, then I would definitely say to get this. And so again, thanks again for watching this review. This has been Trust Ted, Silicon Valley owners, Tesla owners of Silicon Valley, and look for more reviews.